Good evening and welcome along to the Online Darts Live League here on Sporty Stuff TV this Thursday night, the only place to watch live darts this evening. And we've got some brilliant games coming up, 10 matches coming your way between now and about 1 a.m. But first, let's have a look at what's been going on here at the Live League for the rest of the week. Starting with Group A, which took place over the last couple of days, and Matty Dennant topped the table, made it straight through to finals night. He'll be there on Saturday when we're on air. Chris Gilliland and Colin Osborne, well, they finished in second and third place, so they'll be in action this evening in Group B. And Robert Thornton, just missing out on a place in Group B on leg difference, went through to Group C with Rob Collins and Lisa Ashton. And Group C got underway this afternoon, and here were the results from today. Robert Thornton winning 4 out of his 5 matches. The only one he lost, you can see in the middle of the screen there, against Lisa Ashton, who beat Robert 4-1. She won 3 of her 5. And Kurt Parry did the same as well, beating Jim McEwen 4-2 in the final match of the day with an average of 106. McEwen had actually bettered that when he beat Ashton earlier on, when he averaged 108 in his victory. This is what it looks like in the league table then. After those matches, Jamie Durrant propping up the pile, winning just one of his games when he beat Kurt Parry in his opener. McEwen and Collins both on 4 points. Kurt Parry on 6. But in the provisional places to qualify for finals night at the halfway stage of the group are Lisa Ashton, the 4-time Women's World Champion, and the current and first ever World Seniors Champion in Robert Thornton, top of the table, having won 4 of his 5 matches. And this is what's coming up tonight in Group B. Remember, 3 places up for grabs from this group. So Gilliland and Osborne, who moved in from Group A, are joined by Lee Evans, a 4-time participant at the UK Open finals, Jamie Kelling and Josh Richardson, a man who's averaged 112 at the Live League before, the 5th highest average that we've ever had in this tournament. Gilliland against Evans is going to be the first match that kicks things off, the first of 10 games this evening. And remember, 3 places up for grabs, so plenty of opportunities, plenty of chances, and we should be in for a fantastic nights of darts. It all gets underway in just a minute with Lee Evans taking on Chris Gilliland. Here we go, then it is 10:05 on Thursday evening, and it is tungsten time here at the Online Darts Live League. I'm Chris Murphy, guiding you through the 10 matches coming your way as 5 players battle it out to fill 3 places to qualify for finals night on Saturday. And Chris Gilliland, well, looking at the stats, he's the player most likely to top the table. He's got the best win percentage of any of the 12 players, in fact, in action this week. 63% winning 60 of his 95 games in the Live League. Lee Evans, in contrast, has only played in the Live League once before, and he only managed to win 1 match when he did so out of the 10 that he played in last year. And Gilliland is also the only man out of the 12 players in the field to have a 90 plus average across all his games.
Game on.
In fact, Gilliland's overall average across 95 games is almost identical to the best average that Lee Evans posted in those 10 matches that he played.
76.
So we know he's a capable player. You don't get to the UK Open 4 times without being half decent. Certainly won't be writing him off.
45.
Just a personal opinion for me, having seen what I've seen this week and previously, I would expect Gilliland to go through alongside Colin Osborne and see Josh Richardson, Jamie Kelling and Lee Evans really battling it out for that third place. But it doesn't always go as you think it will. Many of us expected Robert Thornton to win the opening group, the form that he's been in. But he didn't manage it, actually finished 4th and ended up in Group C. As you saw at the top of the show, he just topped the table in that group.
$81.
So yeah, here we have a clash between Gilliland of Northern Ireland, 38 years of age, from Ballyclare, against Kempsford's Lee Evans,
85.
33 years old. And as I mentioned, 4 appearances at the UK Open. He's also played in a PDC European Tour event. He actually got to the last 16 of the European Darts Grand Prix in Sindelfingen, losing out to Ian White, having beaten Terry Jenkins in the first round back in 2015. 100 on offer for Gilliland. Doesn't have to go tops with his opponent not on a finish. That's why he stepped across here. Didn't like the lie of that dart. Blocked half the bed. His darts do lie quite flat in the board.
$42. Chris, you're requiring 40.
So double top for Gilliland to take the opening leg. Oh, double 19 now. Well, he could use that. And he has used it as a guide and then guided the dart into the double. An inadvertent double 1, but he got himself out of shtick and planted the dart in the double 19. Gilliland leads 1-0.
Second against Lee to throw first. Game on. $93.
Just to preview what's coming up this evening. Following this will be Colin Osborne, the Wizard, taking on Jamie Kelling, a man who once appeared on a TV show named Phil Taylor's New Kids on the Hockey.
180.
Gilliland seems to be a relatively new kid on the hockey, and he's pulling up some trees at the Live League.
$140.
Following that match, he will return, Chris Gilliland, to take on Josh Richardson around 20-11 tonight. Then Evans will take on Osborne in Game 4. Each of the players playing each other once.
98.
And again tomorrow with the fixtures taking place in reverse order. The last match, they'll toe the hockey about 20-1 in the morning. Josh Richardson against Lee Evans.
100. Lee require 107.
It's Evans who's looking at the biggest finish of them all right now, as Gilliland will come back looking at arguably the most difficult checkout of them all.
161.
The 170, you're throwing 2 darts at the same target, but it's 60-51 bull, and it's not going to happen for Gilliland after drifting 41. Right again, just like he did at the dart double top in the previous leg. Okay then, double eight.
Game shot in the
Couple
second
of trebles
leg.
and the double.
Lee Evans.
And Lee Evans levels up. Seemed intentional. I don't know if he did pull that dart. It could have just been 12 tops.
Delete Chris to throw first.
Found the treble and went for double eight instead. And Evans squares it up at one apiece.
$65.
He's a winner on the challenge tour, Lee Evans. He won a title in 2017, beating Kevin Dowling in the final after defeating the man with the greatest nickname in the history of professional
23.
darts in the semis, Mark Frost. Frosty the Throwman. You like that, don't you? Who will be the greatest throwman this evening?
140.
Certainly think Gilliland will lay his claim. But Evans, a match for him so far.
58.
Gilliland himself has recently taken up darts on the Challenge Tour circuit, and he managed to get himself a semi-final in just his
100.
fourth event. And he played in the 5-event weekend earlier this year.
90. $134.
He was actually beaten by the man he's playing now, Lee Evans, who went on to reach the final but lost out to Scott Williams, another man that we're
56.
very familiar with
Christian requires 62.
here at the Live League.
$22.
A long, long way ahead in this leg, Gilliland.
$90.
Yeah, so a fairly
Which
recent
required
meeting between the
40.
pair of them, and Gilliland out for revenge in stopping him getting to his first final. That victory for Evans.
20.
I'm not sure what he's
42.
concerned about
Christian
there, Lee
required
Evans.
20.
Stopped and had a little grin on his face.
Game shot
And
in
in
the
the
third
end,
leg.
Gilliland
Chris Gilliland.
gets the job done on double 10 to hold his throw again in a laboured leg, but it doesn't matter to him. He leads by 2 legs to 1.
Fourth leg, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
Owen Binks, our match official for the evening, getting leg 4 underway, calling game on. Very accomplished marker
43.
and referee. The worst darts player you could ever wish to see. The best darts you could ever wish to see.
180.
3 in the treble 20 bed to kick off the leg for Gilliland, his second maximum of this match.
140.
Can't carry it on, but that first dart was perfect for him to build on. And he does stack, the old-fashioned understacker, as the late great Sid Waddell used to call it when Phil Taylor executed his technique in such a fashion. Gilliland fashioning out an opportunity to break for the first time in the match here.
100.
We did speculate during the course of Group A whether Gilliland was using new darts this year. I confirmed with him before tonight, and actually
95.
all he's done
Christian require 81.
is cleaned his old set. That's why they look brand spanking new. Double 12.
Game
And
shot
it's a
in the
nice
fourth
clean
leg.
finish as well.
Chris Gilliland.
And a very good leg from Chris Gilliland, who goes out in 11 darts to break the throw of Lee Evans and to take complete control of the contest.
Chris to throw first. Game on.
Looking very assured,
100.
very comfortable.
$100.
And certainly living up to his billing as statistically the best player in the group. Certainly in terms of the history at the Live League, and he's once again averaging more than 90.
$140. $85.
Well, there may be an opening here if Evans can find a couple of trebles, and he should from there. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
He finds
3.
180.
Opens his maximum account for the evening, and he could fight back with an 11 dart break of his own. In very similar style, because Gilliland took out 81.
133.
To grab his
Lee
breaker throw.
81.
Now Lee is looking to land the same finish. Oh, now it's 78. May go double-double here, double 19. Gets it for double top, and he gets that as well. What a rescue act that is for Lee Evans. Call the RAC. What a recovery from Lee Evans after hitting that big 3.
To throw first.
Double 19, and he's bamboozled Chris Gilliland into thinking that he's throwing first. No, you were broken, Chris. Evans taking his time as he does, a methodical dartist.
134. $180.
Gilliland returns with a third max. Evans just getting going in that department himself. He's second in the space of 4 visits. Well, that's 4 darts planted in that treble 20 bed. Is that 5? I think it's just above.
85.
It is just above. Any ideas of a perfect leg disappear?
140.
But Lee Evans has found a near perfect patch here. A 12 dart break, and now he's on for an 11 dart hold. If you keep going out in 4 visits, going to win a lot. Brilliant response though from Gilliland. His
Lee required 47.
Second 180 of the leg is a pressure pilot. It takes his average up into 3 figures, but it may not matter. Evans looking at double 8 now. Finding it to take us a distance in the opening duel of the evening. It was looking like Chris Gilliland was going to run away with it, but a brilliant spell from Lee Evans has forced a last leg shootout.
7th and final leg, it's Chris to throw first.
23 darts is all it's taken. Apologies, 24 darts for the last couple of legs. Still 4 visits in each of them.
60.
And that's despite his opponent landing 2 maximums in one of those legs.
$60.
You may well just see the level drop in this leg now when it comes to the crunch. can all get a bit tight and get a bit tense, and that kind of dart is one that Gilliland would usually
60.
stack on top of and get himself a 140 or at least a ton, but it's only 60, and Evans pulling his darts low, manages a successful switch.
134.
A bedfellow. And now Gilliland finds a treble. And another.
125.
Finally poised this final leg.
125.
Gilliland should be first to a finish. Will be first to a finish.
140.
Still in the balance though, isn't it? If Lee Evans can find a couple of trebles, even one treble here, gives Gilliland something to ponder.
134.
Don't miss, Chris.
Should require 116.
The 19's route. Needs to find the treble. And can't. Not the dart he wanted. He wanted a low dart just below it.
And
Lee Evans
48.
On the verge of turning around a 3-1 deficit in this match. Back-to-back 12 darters to force this last leg decider. Now after 12, he wants 16 and double 16. And now double 8.
32.
Well, he earned himself match darts.
Chris should require 24.
But he's missed 2 of them. And now Gilliland gets match darts. Double 12. Double 6.
Game shot and
there
the
it is. Gilliland gets over the line in the end, but he was given a real run for his money there by Lee Evans, who was 3-1 down, fought back with 2 brilliant dozen dart legs. 112 checkout in there as well for Evans, but an average just shy of 100 for Chris Gilliland, who had an 11 darter himself completed. We had that 81 checkout, helped him to get the 2 points in the opening match of the evening. Well, game 2 features Jamie Kelling and the wizard Colin Osborne, and it's coming up in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. It's an evening of arrows here on Sporty Stuff TV with me, Chris Murphy, talking you through the action. And we've just seen a brilliant start to the session with Chris Gilliland winning 4-3 against Lee Evans, who looked to bounce back from 3-1 down, forced the last leg decider. But it was Gilliland who got over the line. And now Colin Osborne, a man with premier pedigree in the world of darts, taking on JK, Jamie Kelling of Andover.
Okay, first leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
The winner of this will join Gilliland in the embryonic stage of the league table at the top 45. Of it. Still Josh Richardson to play.
100.
A man who has won the JDC
60.
World Championship and the then BDO World Boys Championship the year later. Son of James Richardson, who hit a 9-darter against him in one of the most magical and memorable moments here at the Live League last year. Colin Osborne, I maintain, has got the game to get back on the professional circuit. And he showcased it at times
40
in the Live League. Hasn't run into Kelling
100
in a Live League event before. Osborne, a man who's won 7 PDC titles. From Middlesbrough, lives in Derby now.
123.
Biggest win actually came in a similar format to this, the 2009 Championship League of Darts, a live streamed event that the PDC used to run. And he beat the great Phil Taylor in the final.
113. 53.
He also beat the great James Wade in the semi-finals, and Wayne Mardle, the great Wayne Mardle, in the quarter-finals. Well, not sure about that thinking there from Kelling. Get it as a set-up shot, but needing to take it out, going for the bullseye, the smallest target on the board, as a set-up, probably not the wisest ploy. And Osborne will take aim at tops.
Game shot in the first.
He finds the smallest bit of the bed to take the lead in this match. The Wizard wins leg 1 and leads Jamie Kelling.
Second leg, it's Jamie to throw first. Game on. .58.
I actually think I've bigged up Wayne Mardle a little too much there, because it wasn't a quarter-final match. I take it back. It was a
96
round robin. They didn't have quarter-finals. It was round robin and then semi-finals and final.
64.
As for Kelling, well, we haven't seen him on the PDC Pro Tour except one appearance way back in 2008 when he got the call. Tournament that was played in Telford.
140.
Kelling played one match against
60.
Jonathan Overton. And he lost it.
45.
Would have just been 18 years of age at the time.
60. 58. Colin, you require 160.
Oh, fabulous darts. Magical darts.
140. Jamie require 136.
Colin couldn't complete the combination.
46.
Will,
Colin, you
however,
require
return.
20.
Looking at double 10.
Game shot on
Double
the
5
second
does the
leg.
job, and Colin Osborne
Osborne
doubles his lead in this match with a break of throw. Complete control for Colin now. He leads Jamie Kelling 2-0.
They look, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
By no means producing the kind of performance we know that he's capable of, but Kelling not yet at the races.
60.
Hasn't had a dart double in the match. Has only had
125.
a handful of scores in 3 figures. 4 of them after that 125. In fact, he's matched Osborne in that department.
97.
Been much more consistent hitting shots, such as 97.
$84. $34.
Maybe a bit of an opening appearing here for Kelling as he bids to break back.
96. $60. $100.
Leaves a 2 darter after 12. Osborne needs at least 1 treble to leave a finish of any kind. He gets that.
96. Jamie required 96.
With a score of 96. But if Kelling scores 96, then he won't get another throw in the leg, Colin Osborne. That's not going to happen.
43. Colin, you require 154.
Well, he threatened the 160 in the previous leg. How about the 154? Not to beat. So the first darts at double
92.
incoming for Kelling.
Game shot on the third leg.
And it is clinical
Jamie
Kelling.
Kelling.
Struggling to get down to a double, but when he did, pinned it no problem at all, and he breaks back, cancelling out that advantage that Colin Osborne carved out for himself.
Fourth leg, it's
Osborne
Jamie
2,
to throw first.
Kelling 1. Jamie with the darts in leg 4, but he will need to find another break if he's to win the match.
125. $96. $85. $43. $140. $81.
Kelling will be feeling a lot more comfortable now.
$80.
Growing into the match, and their averages have flip-flopped here. He was averaging in the 70s after a couple of legs. Now Colin Osborne is below 80. Kelling's gone above it. Not quite producing the standard that we saw from Chris Gilliland
46.
and Lee Evans in the opener, with
Jamie
both men
Maguire,
averaging
71.
in excess of 90. Gilliland closer to 100. 68. Treble 20. Well, now 53. So 13 to leave double top.
53
Hit the treble.
57.
That's a disastrous visit, that, from Jamie Kelling. Missed every single target he went for and has left a double that he doesn't want to go for.
65. Jamie required 40.
Well, will he go for it? Double 7. Oh, he's miles off. He doesn't fancy this at all, does he? He doesn't feel comfortable.
No score.
Never looked like hitting it.
Require 170.
And Colin Osborne fancies hitting this. Not going to net the fish.
99. Jamie required 14.
Does he consider splitting this? Again, he's attacking. Can't go inside. Has gone inside.
No score.
And then busts his score.
Colin requires 71.
That's baffling as well to me. Assuming it was intentional. Maybe it wasn't. But Osborne wants double 16 to steal the leg.
Game shot on the
Burglary on the board.
Colin Osborne.
As Colin Osborne bags the swag and takes off with a leg and leads 3-1. But Kelling was the architect of his own downfall.
Colin to throw first. Game on.
It was the shocking setup when he hit a single 3, going for treble 17. Then a treble 5, going for treble 20. And then a treble 13, going for single 13. That left him on 14. And he missed 5 darts at that, busting with the 5th.
22.
Allowing Osborne to step in and steal. $137.
41. $42.
It doesn't look like Jamie Kelling will recover from that.
84.
Osborne looking to close it out in this leg and completes a 4-1 success.
100. $26. Colin, your record 127.
Kelling's gone, isn't it? You can't believe what's happened in the previous leg.
43.
And Colin Osborne's been there for the taking. This is the poorest performance statistically we've seen from him this week.
123. Colin, your record 84.
Well, he tees up
44.
tops to seal the points, and despite the struggle,
60.
it's going to be
Colin,
an
you recorded
emphatic
40.
victory for Colin Osborne. Or is it?
30.
Or is it?
Jamie
Is
require
there a
145.
Well, the twists will need to include Osborne missing more match starts.
59.
Seen
Colin, you
3
require
of them
10.
squandered so far. Make it 4. Make it 5. Better make it double 5, Colin.
5.
But he makes it 6 match darts
Jamie
missed.
require
And now
86.
Kelling has the opportunity to pinch a leg himself.
Game
And that's
shot on the
exactly
fifth
what
leg.
he does.
Jamie Kelling.
What on earth is going on here? Kelling should have had the last leg wrapped up, and Colin Osborne
Sixth leg, it's Jamie
pipped
to
him at
throw
the
first.
posts.
Game on.
And this time around, Osborne misses half a dozen darts to win the match. And it is Kelling
135.
who nicks the leg and gets himself back into the game, throwing to force a last leg decider.
123. 55. 60. 65.
Waiting in the practice room, Josh Richardson and Chris Gilliland, who will be on the hockey next a couple of minutes after this one
47.
finishes. Still 8 more matches to bring you after this one, with Osborne facing Lee Evans in a couple of games' time, and then Kelling returning to
100.
meet the former World Boys Champion, Josh Richardson.
140. Jamie Rock 146. 46. Colin, you require 131.
18 to leave tops.
91.
Kelling
Jamie, you require 100.
hoping to force a sudden death shootout, maybe 2 tops. Can't quite get there, so
60.
Osborne back in the same
Colin, you
position he
require
was
40.
in the previous leg. For the match, 7 darts missed to win, 8 darts missed to win. But in the
shot
end,
and the match.
Osborne
Colin Osborne
finds the winning double, and he will pick up the points. A 4-2 success for the Wizard, who defeats Jamie Kelling by a couple of legs. He joins Chris Gilliland in winning his opening match and has 2 points. Coming up next, Gilliland returns looking to double up as he takes on Josh Richardson. Welcome back. Game 3 of the 10 we've got live for you this evening on Sporty Stuff TV. And it is the first appearance for Josh Richardson, the former JDC World Champion, the former World Boys Champion as well. 24 years of age from Rushton. You'll have seen his dad on the live league as well. Taking on Chris Gilliland, much fancied, a top talent unearthed at the live league. 38 years of age from Ballyclare in Northern Ireland. And he's already one win to the good this evening after fending off the fight back of Lee Evans in his opener. Averaging just shy of 100 as well.
140.
Josh Richardson
40.
Has been hit and miss, I think it's fair to say, in his live league appearances so far. This is 52nd game
60.
and he's won 52% of the previous matches he's played. So a slightly positive record, but an average across those games of 84.
100.
Ceiling higher than anybody's. A best average of 112.
$100.
Gilliland landed 4 180s in the first match of the night.
180.
He's already allowed me to put a diagonal line through the Chally-Tart. Chally-Tart? Tally-Chart even.
105.
The maximum, though, may not avail him anything.
105.
It's Richardson.
Joshua McCoy, 96.
Needs 96 to take the first leg. May go double-double now. And he persevered. I'm not sure whether it was the right shot. It's easy to say it wasn't because he missed it. But he did look like he blocked half the bed. And in any case, doubles are a bigger target. Well, now it's going to have to be 25 and bull. There's the 25.
51.
And there's another 25. No
Joshua
bull
McCoy, 40.
for the Ginger Ninja. Richardson takes aim at tops. Takes aim at tens. And again.
20. Christian
Close
required
but not
25.
close enough. Double 12.
Game
Gilliland
shot in the first leg.
Beds it
Chris Gilliland.
and breaks in the opening leg of the match, and it's a very strong start to the session for Gilliland. A win in his opener, and he's already taken the advantage against Josh Richardson in his second game.
Second leg is Chris to throw first.
Good dart for him. Just over the top, though. He likes it low in the bed.
140. $140.
Did have a go at Q score this year, Gilliland. Reached the last 16 on one of the days. Lost out to Kevin Garcia in a last leg decider when he got there.
140. $46. $105. $64. Christian require 116.
So to double his advantage, he likes the 19s route for this. Can't now go out.
35. $140. Christian record 81.
12 or treble. And the bull.
42. Joshua require 111.
He likes a game of golf away from darts, but he couldn't get himself even on the green there, never mind in the hole. But he might find himself in a hole if Richardson pins double 16.
95.
But no green for him either.
Christian require 39.
So Gilliland off the hook. Not decided which way he's going to go yet. 15 for double 12 is the decision he makes.
27.
And it hasn't worked out. You can just see there Richardson geeing himself up in the background, not looking quite as cool. There's a mural on his shirt. Well, if he misses here, he really wants to miss inside and get a dart at an open bed. He didn't want it there. But he finds a way. A fabulous dart for Josh Richardson to level up this match at one apiece. Breaking straight back, cancelling out the advantage. And he has the darts in leg 3.
So look, it's Josh to throw first. Game on. $43. 140. 60. 100. 58.
Gilliland already in a strong position to make it 3 breaks in a row in this match. Richardson
100.
has failed to find a treble in his first 9 darts. He's failed to find a treble in his first 4 visits. Giving Gilliland all the time in the world. Took out a 161 earlier on this week. Won't repeat the trick here. May look at the bull with his last dart.
54.
He looked at it, but he didn't get close to it. However, Richardson is not close to him in this leg. Still no treble. And still
60.
And that is 15 treble-less darts from Josh Richardson. Chris Gilliland will surely get this leg marked next to his name. Double top.
67.
The ultimate irony, of course, would be a maximum now, wouldn't it? Well, having to stay there. He could go for a couple of 25s, really. Now he's left himself in a pickle.
65. Chris, you're going 40.
Goes for the 25 in the end. To leave a finish, just in case.
Game shot in the third leg.
Wouldn't have mattered
Chris
because Gilliland landed the double top and breaks again. 3 breaks on the spin here, giving Gilliland the advantage at 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Chris to throw first. $100. 58. 96. 58. 53. 96.
And there ends that run of trebleless turns for Josh Richardson. That will be a relief. But no relief from his opponent.
180.
No let up from Gilliland, who fires in his second max of the match, already his 6th of the evening.
140. Christian record 72.
Double 12. A favourite of his.
48.
Not his friend on this occasion.
Record 149.
Although they were very close.
$37. Christian record 24.
Friends
Games
again.
on the fourth leg.
Gilliland
Chris Gilliland
opens up a 2-leg gap. Richardson has the darts in the next leg, but Gilliland is bossing this one. He leads 3-1.
Fifth leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
Of course, he did lead 3-1 against Lee Evans in his opening match. And Evans wasn't really at the races for those first 4 legs, but then produced back-to-back dozen
134.
darters to force a decider, in which he mismatched darts before Gilliland finally got over the line.
140. 57. 95. 60.
Just cutting a frustrated figure at the moment, Josh Richardson.
133.
Gilliland will be feeling like he can get rid of him. Double quick time, 133 to leave 133. And again, it's a frustration at the low dart for Richardson, because it blocks his route to that treble 20 bed.
56. Christian require 133. 56.
In this group, if you can win your first 2 or 3
93.
matches, you're almost uncatchable in terms of qualifying for finals night. Remember, the top 3 go through. 6 points possible, 8 points usually more than enough.
44. Christian require 40.
Chris Gilliland, if he hits double top, will win his first 2 matches. Or double 10. And he does hit double 10.
Shot on the match.
And Gilliland
Chris
makes it
Gilliland.
2 wins from 2 at the start of this evening. A 4-3 success against Lee Evans, followed by a 4-1 win over Josh Richardson. And there you can see the gulf in class between the pair in that one. 17.5 points better off on the average there, Gilliland. He managed to rack up a couple of maximums as well, taking his tally for the evening to 6, and he's taken his points tally to 4. Maximum points so far for Gilliland. Can Colin Osborne join him at the top of the table when he takes on Lee Evans next? It's Thursday
6-1.
evening, and that means online darts live league action brought to you by Sporty Stuff TV. I'm Chris Murphy, talking you through the 10 matches this evening, of which we've already had 3. The first featured Lee Evans, a winner on the Challenge Tour, and he mismatched darts to beat Chris Gilliland, coming back from 3-1 behind. No such trouble for Colin Osborne, though, despite not being near his best. He was more than convincing in a 4-2 victory against Jamie Kelling. Gilliland has since beaten Josh Richardson, the other player in this 5-player group. A 4-1 success that saw Gilliland move to 4 points, and he tops the table in the early stages, but Colin Osborne can join him with a victory over Lee Evans here.
Okay, first look, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
The pair yet to meet in the live league.
57. $96.
Evans and Osborne, though, have met just the once
58.
Q School back in 2020, and Evans got the better of Colin on that day. A 5-4 win. By the way, if you are just tuning in this evening and didn't catch this afternoon's action from Group C at the Online Darts YouTube channel, just fill you in the state of play in that group, because we are back on air at 9:30 tomorrow with the conclusion of Group C. And Robert Thornton won 4 of his 5 games, the newly crowned World Seniors champion, and is in pole position to qualify to at least take one of the top 2 spots. Second place, 43. And in a provisional qualification spot for finals night, is a 4-time Women's World Champion Lisa Ashton. She won 3 of her 5 games this afternoon,
177.
A 4-1 thrashing of the Thorn. Kurt Perry also on 6 points. Rob Collins and Jim McEwen on 4. Jamie Durrant on 2 at the foot of the table.
126. Lee require 109.
2 good visits there, particularly the 177 from this man, who's looking to carry on where he kind of left off in the last match.
Game shot in the first
leg. It was a slow start from Lee Evans, but he produced a couple of dozen dart legs, got himself a chance to win the last match, and he kicks off this one with a fabulous 109 checkout.
Second leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on. $83. $78. $85. $96.
Jamie Kelling and Josh Richardson to follow this one as the evening moves to the halfway stage.
180.
Colin Osborne finally opening his maximum account for the evening. Only Gilliland and Evans had hit maximums before Osborne weighed in with his
140. Colin 153.
Only Gilliland and Osborne have points on the board. Treble 19. Ah, wonderful. Double 18.
117.
He's put a good leg together here, Colin Osborne.
90. Colin, you require 36. Game's on the second leg.
He wins the leg
Colin Osborne
on double 18, a 13 darter to level up this match. The Wizard making his way back into the game, 1-1.
Third leg, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
Mentioned that we have seen Lee Evans on the European Tour before. Reminder that gets underway. Darts fans tomorrow just as we're coming off air.
55.
That will be starting in the afternoon.
$81.
And it'll be finishing just as we come on air in the evening as well. The first day of action in Risa. We will have the conclusions of both Groups B, this one,
58.
and C. 9:30 the time to join us in the morning to see the likes of Thornton and Ashton in action at the Online Darts YouTube channel. And we're back here on Sporty Stuff TV, 10 PM on Friday night.
45.
And same time, same place, Saturday evening for finals night, where Matty Dennant,
42.
2 players from Group C, 3 players from this group, will battle it out for the 3 spots available at next week's Champions Week. The winner on Saturday will also trouser
86.
£2,000. Not a bad week's work.
58. $125. 48. Colin, you require 164. 46. 58. Colin, you require 118.
Well, Osborne in with a very good break opportunity. Evans has switched off for a leg here. Treble 18.
58.
A good wipe of his hands there, as he so often does, Lee Evans. Been reminded on Twitter that esteemed darts commentator Dan Dawson used to call him old slippy hands.
Colin, you require 60.
I don't think that that nickname will stick.
20.
And Osborne couldn't stick the dart in the
42.
required double. So Evans, despite a poor leg really, is going to have the chance to win it. And it is
shot on the third leg.
a 23 dart holder throw for Lee Evans there. He hasn't actually missed a dart at double, but really had no right to have a dart at double in that leg. He won't mind.
Colin to throw
Evans
first.
back in front.
Game on.
Do get involved, by the way, on social media. You can see there at Darts Live League
100.
our handle, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. You can tweet me as well at Chris Murphy 180. Be sure to be following Sporty Stuff TV as well.
51.
At TV_sporty.
100. 40.
This time last week, of course, we were following the Premier League darts from
58.
Belfast, where Gerwyn Price had hit 2 9-darters. Colin Osborne hitting one of the Live League's 5 9-darters last year.
80.
Did it against John O'Shea, who went on to get a tour card, as many of the players who played in the Live League last year did.
85. 84. Colin, you require 158.
Osborne here, again with plenty of time on his side, but he did in the previous leg.
58. $90. Colin, you require 100.
A nice tidy ton. Nice and tidy. Very
Game's
clean
on the
kill indeed
foreplay.
from Colin Osborne,
Colin Osborne.
who squares up this match at 2 apiece by virtue of that 100 finish.
Fifth leg, it's Lee to throw first.
Evans throwing first. Still has the advantage. All 4 legs so far going with the throw, but Osborne will still be kicking himself, having not won that previous leg. Allowing Evans to hold.
96.
In 8 visits to the hockey.
123. 96. 81. 133.
'Nicely done
180.
by Colin Osborne, his second of the match. Again, earning himself an opportunity to break. 16s, 19s,
97.
where's he going? 19s it was.
Colin, you require 117.
He found the treble to put some pressure on Colin Osborne, who can't now finish.
65 scored.
They see he has hit that treble 20.
70. Lee requires 79.
Osborne was looking for 12 to leave tops. It's double 11 here for Evans.
68.
Can't find it, so Osborne should have really been coming back with 3 darts at double
47.
top. Instead, it will be a maximum of 2. But he only needs 1, and he gets the break that he needed, Colin Osborne. He leads this match 3-2 and has the darts in what he hopes will be the last leg.
Sixth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on. $100. 134. 140. 59. 100.
Can the Wizard seal it in style? Won't need to take out the 161.
56.
I think he'll want
Colin,
something
you
just to
161.
pick up his performance levels tonight. Something to spark him. It's not going to happen. Look, he won't mind that he's
95.
not played near his best and picked up 4 points, as it looks like he's about to do.
$94.
It's a better
Colin,
performance than the
66.
first match, averaging around 93. But it has just all looked a little laboured.
54.
But he can't believe that neither of those
They
darts
require 158.
have entered the double.
$134. Colin, you require 12.
And neither of those have entered the double. Nor that, and that is
No
even
score.
closer. Colin can't believe it. Evans can't believe his luck. He couldn't look.
Lee, you require 24.
But now he's looking at double 12 for parity and a last leg shootout in which
Aims on
he
the sixth
will
leg.
throw first.
Lee Evans.
Well, Lee Evans. Good Evans. He can't believe it. All square. And he has the advantage in the decider.
Seventh and final leg. It's Lee to
Colin
throw
Osborne.
first. Game on.
Missing 5 match darts to put Lee Evans away there. Getting very frustrated with low darts at the treble 20, Lee Evans.
58.
Be kind to yourself, Lee. Can't help, can it, to be berating yourself constantly after one dart.
135.
Saw a little bit of that at time from Jamie Durrant this afternoon. Well, that's better.
125.
Got himself to a last leg decider against Chris Gilliland.
100.
The opening match of the night, but he lost it. Missing match darts himself. Osborne has missed 5 here.
96. $58.
The match still in the balance. Which way will the points go? Does take his time, Lee Evans, on approach. Again, it's a low dart towards that treble 20.
183.
Just checking with the referee Owen Binks what he's got left. 183.
55.
So the 16 leaves the 167. And Osborne is going to be rather more handily placed here. What a time to strike.
180.
A third max. And
They
Evans
require
knows that he's going to need something
167.
super spectacular, something special, something sizable, and it's not going to happen. And Colin Osborne, having missed 5 darts to win this match, allowing
127.
Evans back into it,
Colin, you require 28.
will have at least 3 more. And
Game
this time he
shot and the
hits.
match.
And for the
Colin
second
Osborne.
time tonight, Lee Evans loses a last leg decider, having fought hard to get himself back into a contest. Colin Osborne probably deserved to win that one. Missed 5 darts in the penultimate leg, but an average of 92 and 3 maximums have helped him take 2 points, and he's taken maximum points so far this evening, as has Chris Gilliland. Somebody else will finally get off the mark in the next match. It's coming up in a couple of minutes, and it's Jamie Kelling against Josh Richardson. On we go then with this evening's action here at the Online Darts Live League. And we're into Game 5. 2 players yet to pick up points. In fact, only two players have picked up points. Chris Gilliland and Colin Osborne both winning their first two matches. Jamie Kelling and Josh Richardson both lost their opening game. This is their second. Kelling going down 4-2 against Colin Osborne. Richardson going down 4-1 to Chris Gilliland. Lee Evans has played two, lost two, both of them in last day deciders to each of the aforementioned players who are sitting pretty at the top of the table.
Okay, first leg, it's Jamie to throw first. Game on.
We're about to find out who will be the third player to pick up points tonight. Gilliland and Osborne go head to head next in what could be
140.
a crucial contest in the race for top spot. Remember, 3 players from this group will qualify for finals night and join Matty Dennant, the scholar, who finished top of the class in Group A. Gilliland and Osborne just behind him. Robert Thornton and Lisa Ashton were also in Group A.
60.
They've been in action this afternoon and are in the provisional qualifying spots from that group. 2 of them will progress from Group C, which will get underway.
57.
The second half of it will get underway at 9:30 AM. Do join us live and exclusive on the Online Darts YouTube channel. Then we're back here
55.
on Sporty Stuff TV at 10 PM tomorrow evening for the second round of league matches in Group B.
58. 97.
Great darts from Richardson.
140. Jamie, 140.
Both of these players yet to hit a maximum as well. And Richardson needed the max to leave a finish.
89. 100. Jamie records 60.
Well, that's close to the double top. We'll try and go just below that and into the bed, and he sandwiched it in between the two guides. Great use of both darts there from Jamie Kelling as he claims the first leg.
Second leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on. 60.
An 18 dart holder throw for starters. Neither player performs particularly well
21
in their opening defeats, both of them averaging in the low 70s. So it could kind of impact them in any way, really.
140.
Could be disturbed by their own performance level, which is below what they would have expected of themselves, or they could think, well, he's there for the taking.
140. 60. 55. 60. 60.
Determined to hunt down that treble 20 bed. Well, he's not going to get it now.
65.
Fair enough. Going for the 25. Leaving a slightly more simple finish. It won't require a dart at the bull at the end of it.
123. Joshua Corn, 116.
has to hunt down the treble 20 now. 96 remaining. Only one way to get it.
60. Jamie require 102.
Yeah, I thought you might stay there, but it didn't work out that time for Jamie Kelling. Looked like
50.
a decent guide.
Joshua required 56.
But Richardson will get his first darts at double in this match. And I said darts plural, but it will just be the one.
38.
He finds the wrong bed, a scratch at ahead from Josh
52.
Richardson. It all went horribly wrong there. Kelling looking to use that. And he does use it. Richardson will be frustrated with himself there. Should have had 2 darts at double, only ended up getting 1 and then misfired as well. Both times they're going for the 16 section.
Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Dragging the dart low and wide. And the gap has widened with a Kelling break. He kept his cool to double his lead. 2-0.
41. $96. 95. 180.
From Josh Richardson, his first maximum of the night. Kelling now the only player not to have landed
48.
a 180. Does have exactly 80 of them
81.
across the matches he's played. In fact, before coming into tonight, it was 80 and 80.
60.
An average of 1 a match.
144. $128. 140. Joshua records 16.
To break back. Open bed, double 4, back to the centre of the hockey to take aim at the target, which he pins.
The third leg. Josh Richardson.
To reduce the arrears to a single leg. A wry smile from Jamie Kelling, but Richardson has found his feet finally.
Fourth leg, it's
gets
Josh
the leg
to throw
on
first.
the board,
Game.
cancels out the break. And then
180.
hits his second max. All of a sudden, Josh Richardson has ignited.
140.
There's almost the extinguisher shot to put out the fire. Or maybe it did
22.
dampen the flames of Richardson.
$100. 59. 42. 180.
Hadn't hit one all evening, and all of a sudden he's fired in
48.
3 in the last couple of legs
Joshua records 60.
as he looks to level.
$40.
Well, he hasn't yet, but Kelling cannot go out. Oh, he's going to leave it very, very nicely placed.
131. Josh required 20.
Big dart, he knows it. Kelling knows it. He can't watch.
No score.
But he will be delighted to hear the sound of no score.
40.
A real opportunity there. Missed by Josh Richardson.
Jamie Kelling.
And Kelling cashes in and is now one away from the win. He leads by 3 legs to 1.
Fifth leg, it's Jamie to throw first. Game on.
And of course has the darts in leg 5. A leg he is hoping will be the last leg, and it's getting
180.
more and more likely. And every single player in tonight's action has now hit
96.
a maximum.
$21. $134. $44. $42.
Frustration again for Richardson. Gets himself in a good position and then can't carry it on.
46.
But still has the opportunity against the darts here. Oh, look at the snarl. Look at the style.
180.
From Josh Richardson, who's now racked up 4 180s in this match.
45. Joshua Record 49.
There's not much else. And again, he's missed a big number on approach. He may just go for a 10 or a 6 here. He's gone for the 14. He's found it. And he's hit the double 16 as well. Josh Richardson gets himself back into contention. He has the darts to force a decider. The 180s are really saving him in this game.
Josh to throw first.
Decent leg in the end, a 15 darter. It's a roll of the eyes there from Richardson.
58. 60. 137. 58. 133. 46. Yeah, 2 trebles. 133.
Well, he would have been slightly worried about filling that up.
100. Just record 40.
But it's an excellent couple of legs from Josh Richardson, who's found his feet and now has forced the last leg decider. The best leg of the match there from Richardson to get here.
Final leg, it's Jamie to
carry it on. He has picked it up. And we know that he's capable of surges. He's averaged 112 in a match at the Live League before. He follows a 15 darter with a 13 darter, and he's now found his range on that treble 20. 5 180s.
180.
Maybe slow and steady wins the race. He's got loads of energy as he heads towards a sprint
78.
finish. Galloping towards the winning line. Oh, this is incredible.
180.
This is fabulous from Josh Richardson, who could complete the comeback
42.
with a 9
Joshua
darter.
141.
His dad hit one here at the Live League against him. He's not going to make it a family affair and get his name on the roll of honour.
83.
But he may well win the match. Bit of swagger.
85.
The man who calls himself
Joshua
Stealth.
58.
And he's shown plenty of fight, plenty of spirits, plenty of darts missed at big numbers. Approaching set-up shots.
38.
But it shouldn't matter on this occasion.
$41. Joshua required 20.
Double 10 to seal the win. Double 5. Oh, well, he went for 2, and he's hit the double 2. So now, he's got double 3.
14.
Well, can you believe it?
Jamie required 107.
Back-to-back 180s at the start of the leg, but now his opponent wants 170. Of all the things to leave to win the
55.
match.
Joshua requires 6.
Straight for it. Or does he split? I don't know if he's decided yet. It's straight at it.
Game,
It's straight
shot
in
on
it.
the match.
And
Josh
Josh
Richardson.
Richardson wins it, coming back from 3-1 down to pip Jamie Kelling at the post. A 4-3 success for the 23-year-old, who in the end averaged just shy of 90, aided by those 6 maximums, 2 of them to kick off the deciding leg. Richardson gets his first points on the board. Kelling remains pointless. And Chris Gilliland and Colin Osborne have both won both of their games tonight. That will change. They meet next. Welcome back to the action here at the Online Darts Live League, brought to you live on Sporty Stuff TV, and this is how the table looks so far. Chris Gilliland and Colin Osborne have both got maximum points, and they're about to go head to head to see who tops the table and who maintains a perfect record. Lee Evans and Jamie Kelling yet to get off the mark. That's after Josh Richardson just defeated Kelling in a last leg decider. Richardson hitting 6 maximums in that match and becoming the 4th player in live league history to manage 6 or more 180s in a game.
Okay, first leg it's Chris to throw first. Game on.
Richardson joining Connor Scutt and Niall Cullerton on half a dozen 180s. The man with the most in a match is Josh Payne, who hit 7 in week 1.
60.
The start of this year.
$54. $100.
Chris Gilliland himself has hit 6 180s this evening, that across 2 matches.
$134.
As we move past midnight. Some of the matches have been lengthy affairs. We will bring you all of the action live, don't worry, due to be off air around 1 AM, but we will see it through to the end. Expect this to be the clash of the evening, really, and I thought that before the pair of them won the first 2 matches. But in terms of how they're going, Gilliland has been the better performer. He's very, very consistent. You expect him to average in the 90s every single time, and that's what he's done in both of his matches tonight. It has been a mixed bag for Osborne, only in the mid-70s.
28.
In his 4-2 win over Jamie Kelling, but then picked it up for a 92 average in his 4-3 win against Lee Evans.
Game shot in the first leg.
Gilliland draws first blood, holding his throw with that 62 combination finish, a 15 dart hold, nice and steady indeed. That amounts
second leg it's Colin to throw
to 100 average.
Game on. $180.
Number 4 for the night for Osborne.
$140. $60. $60. $68. $131.
He leaves the 170, and he may need to take it out to break the throw. Osborne is going to be much more handily placed.
85. Chris
Well,
require 170.
To have been a little bit better off than that. Here comes the fish. Here comes the ball.
145.
Just the wrong side of that ring.
And you require 108.
A reprieve for Colin Osborne, who now needs treble 19. And now needs double 18. And he takes it out.
Colin Osborne.
A wonderful finish from the Wizard after his opponent had just been a whisker away from bedding the bullseye for a 170
Feel like it's Chris
checkout.
to throw first. Game on.
Fine response with a 108 finish.
140. $30.
For a 15 dart hold of his own.
$100. $135. $140. $30. Chris, you require 121.
Gilliland bossing leg 3. 2 15 darters so far, but Gilliland wants to go out in 12 here.
85.
Couldn't quite manage that, but he should clean up in 5 visits once again.
99. Chris, you require 36.
And he does.
On the third leg.
A 13 dart leg to hold his throw and to get back on top of Colin Osborne. This is turning into a very, very strong performance from Chris Gilliland. The man known for 90 averages is currently up at 110. When I say 90 averages, I mean averages in the 90s. I do him a disservice there. The only man in
40.
the field to have an overall average across all his live league games of more than 90. So a very, very good standard, but the best we've seen from him is around this level. 109.81, the greatest average he's produced. And he's threatening to supersede it here.
58. $180.
And that will help. It's going north. Look, it's a short format game, so it's worth talking about the fact that his average is up at 117 right now. He's in the zone. Treble 13.
123.
Forget about his own personal best. We're having to start looking at the live league records.
96.
Reminding you
58.
The highest average we've ever seen at the live league came from Jason Askew, 118.44. Chris Gilliland here, 3-1 up, not far behind it, 116.41. A big leg here. Could see him become a record breaker.
Game on.
Most importantly, he'll be getting the win against his closest rival, Colin Osborne.
$60.
Well, forget everything I just said. Not good enough, Chris. Pathetic.
100.
Better.
$85.
Well, he's still going to end up with some incredible stats in this match if he wins it in this leg, but
54.
Maybe won't be making an entry into the top 5, maybe even the top 10 in the end. That's how quickly it can change in this short format. Not sure how aware he will be of how well he's playing, or how well he has played in the first 4 legs.
100. $140.
Colin Osborne will certainly be aware.
60.
He's had 1 dart at double, bless him. He hit it. What more can you do?
120 scored.
Treble 17 should be the choice here.
137.
And he should get at least 1 more dart at double.
$100. Colin, you require 70.
$20 for double 16 or 12 for tops, ups for the latter.
30.
And that double deserts him. It's been a while
96.
since he had a dart at 1. Had that in winning the second leg. Remember in that leg as well, Gilliland had missed the ball for a 170. Too safe, really.
56.
If you're going double-double,
Colin, you require 40.
you've got to go for it. Maybe the points aren't yet safe in this match, because this is for a break of throw.
Game's on the 5th leg.
Colin Osborne
Osborne
somehow finds himself still in this contest. He cuts the lead to a single leg and has the darts to force a decider.
6th leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
If Osborne can pick it up, then who knows what could occur from here.
140. $58.
The pair of them have, of course, met before, both in Group A earlier this week. And Chris Gilliland won both of their meetings.
140.
Has actually beaten Colin Osborne in 4 of their last 5 matches.
100.
So really does seem to get the better of Osborne of late.
57. $97. Colin, you require 164. $122.
There have been a handful of matches that have gone this way where it's looked like one player is running away with it. Not in the style of Chris Gilliland when he was averaging in the 110s, but they found themselves in a last leg decider all of a sudden. And that's what's happened here as well, because Colin Osborne has pinned tops once again to come back from 3-1 down to force a 7th leg shootout.
7th and final leg, it's
Gilliland has the darts, but he needs to get everything that's gone on to the back of his mind and rediscover the form that he showed for the first 4 legs of this match.
81. $125.
4 games still to come after this. Lee Evans still looking for his first points of the evening, as is Jamie Kelling. They're up next before Osborne returns for his final match of the night against Josh Richardson. And then Gilliland plays Kelling in that pair's last match of the evening.
134.
Richardson and Evans bring the curtain down on the night's action.
$100.
Well, Osborne has taken the darts in this decider. Certainly had to weather a storm in this match.
60.
Gale force stuff from Gilliland. It's turned into a mere draft that Osborne is more than capable of dealing with.
100.
And still you would probably expect him to win from here. Certainly now, unless Gilliland can produce a fancy finish,
Chris require 160.
Osborne will have a shot at the 97. Osborne will have a shot at the 97.
57. Colin require 97.
How we would love to see this flying the treble. I wonder if he misses it, whether he might go for double 19, double top. He does fly in the treble. So he gets 2 at tops.
77.
Colin Osborne, well, who would have thought he would be the first
require 103.
to have match darts in this game? The way Gilliland played for the first half of the match. He still may get a match dart in this visit. Treble 20 for double 20.
63.
And it's over the top, and both men have missed the opportunity to wrap up the points. Neither man has been beaten so far tonight. Colin Osborne just clearing his throat. But it may be his opponent who's going to move clear at the top of the table.
Chris require 40.
I think Chris Gilliland thought that was in. He was peering over the shoulder of Osborne in disbelief. Now he wants double 10. And it is Chris Gilliland who pulls clear at the top of the group. He's won all 3 matches, but had to survive. 5 darts missed for the match by Colin Osborne there in that nervy last leg decider. The way he started is why Gilliland has still got an average up at 99. A fabulous performance, particularly for the first half of the game there for Gilliland, but in the end, he survived a massive scare from Colin Osborne. But it does mean Gilliland maintains a perfect record, 6 points at the top of the table. Osborne just behind him on 4. Yet to get off the mark, Jamie Kelling and Lee Evans, and they are going head-to-head in a couple of minutes' time. games left to go and 2 players still to get off the mark in Group B. They are Lee Evans and Jamie Kelling, and that is about to change because the pair go head-to-head now. One of them will join Josh Richardson on 2 points. The other will be hoping to win their final match of the night to avoid an empty-handed evening at the Live League. Chris Gilliland has just moved clear at the top of the table after beating Colin Osborne. He has 6 points now, the Northern Irishman, after another victory, a third of the week against Osborne. Osborne on 4 points and Josh Richardson on 2 after a victory against Kelling.
Okay,
Winning
first
a
leg,
last
it's
leg
Lee to
decider
throw first.
just a couple of
Game
games
on.
ago. Evans has lost last leg deciders in each of his matches, a 4-3 defeat at the hands of
140.
both Lee Evans and Colin Osborne. Apologies, Chris Gilliland and Colin Osborne.
41.
Although he might feel like he beat himself because he did miss darts to get the better of the table topper in that match at the top of the night.
85.
That was followed by Osborne's 4-2 victory over Kelling. Gilliland then saw off Josh Richardson
97.
4-1 before Osborne beat Evans in 7 legs. As did Richardson over Kelling, and then Gilliland over Osborne. The last 3
134.
matches going the distance.
$60. Lee record 142.
Oh, excellent darts. Double 16. What a
Games
shot
on
that
the
is
first leg.
for Lee Evans.
Lee Evans.
A thumping 142 checkout. 60 bull double 16 to take the first leg.
Second leg,
12
it's Jamie
darter.
to throw first. Game on.
Looks like Jamie enjoyed it. Highest checkout that we've witnessed this evening.
41.
We did have a 170 in this afternoon's action.
$100.
That came from Rob Collins. He almost hit the big fish in back-to-back legs. Just missing the bull. And the following leg in his win
100.
against Jim McEwen. Robert Thornton top of that group. Lisa Ashton just behind him.
100.
That pair, McEwen, Collins, Jamie Durrant and Kurt Parry, back in action at 9:30 AM on Friday morning. Live and exclusive on the
41.
Online Darts YouTube channel. We're back with the conclusion of this group on Friday evening, 10 PM, live on Sporty Stuff TV.
60.
As all the evening sessions are here at the Live League, including finals nights on Saturday, where Matty Dennant awaits the 3
60.
players that will progress from this group, and the 2 that will progress from Group C.
58.
Plenty of Arrows action for you to feast your eyes on over the next few days, and next week will be Champions Week.
41.
The winner of that getting £6,000 on finals night. Already there,
58.
Josh Payne, Mike Gillett and Robert Owen, who all won finals night of their weeks in this opening phase of 2022. Chaz Barstow and
60.
Scott Baker are there as runners-up, but
The
Paul
record
Hogan was qualified for the UK Open, so
125.
will miss out and will be replaced by Mike Warburton, who finished 4th last week, and the 3rd place playoff winners Andy Jenkins, Thibaut Tricol and Danny Pilgrim will all be in action next week. 60 for tops then. What a start this is from Lee Evans.
Leg.
A
Lee
142
Evans.
in the opening leg and then a 125 in the second.
Third leg, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
helping himself to big checkouts.
93.
And all Kelling can do is enjoy having the best view in the building.
123.
Of such sharp shooting. Both checkouts as well, utilising the middle of the board. He went treble 20, bull double 16 for the first one. That one was 25, treble 20, double 20.
59. 98. 40. They require 170.
Surely not. Surely not. Oh, he's got to go for it.
He's
got it. This is absolutely incredible. 142 to win leg 1. 125 to win leg 2.
Fourth leg, it's Jamie
and then
to throw first. Game on.
170 to win leg 3. It's another
95.
12 darter. Flawless finishing from Lee Evans.
60. 45.
If you can take out a big tumpless finish to win the next leg,
140.
I'm pretty confident that it will be the best display of finishers we've ever seen. It might already be that.
121. 60.
Well, that's all right, Lee, because what you can do now is hit yourself 100 and take out 141 to complete
80.
the quite remarkable set of big shots. He's going to switch. And he does get a treble. And he does leave a big finish. Come on then, Lee. Let's have some fun.
60.
142, 125, 170.
145.
Of course he'll hit the 145. This man does not miss. Oh, he has missed.
93.
Finally, the run
100.
of enormous outshots comes to an end. Bit of an anticlimax,
42.
winning on 52.
52.
But that's what he does. And he completes a whitewash win that included 3 sensational outshots in back-to-back legs as he went 142, 125 and 170 in the first 3 legs of the match and took Jamie Kelling to finishing school. A 4-0 win for Lee Evans, who picks up his first points of the evening in style, and he averaged more than 100 in doing so. 3 games still to come. Colin Osborne against Josh Richardson is the first of them, and it's coming up in a couple of minutes. welcome back. We're going to see Colin Osborne for the last time tonight. He sits in second place in Group B after losing for the first time against Chris Gilliland. So far unbeaten. And Osborne's opponent is Josh Richardson, who could join him on 4 points after losing his first match against Chris Gilliland 4-1. Then winning his second. Could turn into a good night for Richardson, yet he still has another game to play. He takes on Lee Evans, who's just picked up his first points of the evening.
Colin to throw first.
Evans with that astonishing display of finishing.
$180.
Took out 142, 125 and 170 in successive legs.
93. $41.
4-0 win for him against Jamie Kelling. So without any points.
121.
Colin Osborne has just nailed his 5th maximum of the night.
100. $62. 140.
And it's helped him down to a double after a dozen darts. Richardson certainly picked his game up.
130. Colin, you're recording 40.
Against Jamie Kelling, but Osborne favourite to
on
win
the
this
first
one, and he
leg.
starts
Colin Osborne.
living up to that mantle. Fabulous leg of darts, going out in 13, a 180 in there as well. And he pins his favourite double to take the lead.
Second leg is Josh to throw first.
Just 2 matches to come after this. Jamie Kelling will meet Chris Gilliland
100.
in the penultimate game of the night before Richardson returns to go up against Evans. And it was good Evans
100.
with the finishing. That remarkable run of big ton plus checkouts, including the big fish, the 170.
140.
He's actually hit 5 ton plus finishes this evening. Lee Evans.
140. 123. 85. Joshua requiring 138. 60.
Richardson will come back. Looking at the 78. All Osborne can do is try and apply some kind of pressure.
$55. Joshua requires 78.
Well, 66 now, so he's going to have to go 16 bull. The bullseye.
34.
Didn't threaten it.
Colin, you require 121.
Osborne will take a dart at the bull at the end of this combination. And he'll get one. And if he hits a big 11, which he has. And he pins the bull. Colin Osborne snatching the leg away from Josh Richardson, who missed the bullseye by a big margin, only to watch on as Colin Osborne showed him how it's done. 2-0 to the Wizard.
Game on.
They've saved the big outshots for the end of the evening's action, haven't they?
44.
Massive checkouts flying in. Left, right and centre. And Osborne hitting the centre of the board.
91.
As he doubled his lead in this match, and now he's in the centre of the bed, which is about to fill up.
180.
Super stuff from Colin Osborne, whose average is now around 108 after that 180.
180.
Which our referee Owen Binks calls again. As Richardson answers. And again.
125.
Or not. The 125 has left the 152 for Osborne. But he's not going to manage that. Maybe it's Richardson's turn to produce a party piece outshot. Only needs one treble to get himself a dart at the bull.
21. Joshua
Osborne got 3 trebles and couldn't even get past Richardson in terms of the score. There is that one treble, and he gets another double 5.
125. Colin, you require 131.
Well, this would hurt even more than the previous leg. And it's on. But he misses a treble 13, and now Richardson a return to the hockey. 5 in bits, 1 for double 2. Good start. Decent dart, but he's unable to navigate it and use it.
Colin, you require
further
40.
away with the second dart, and Osborne will surely take advantage once again.
Game's
in
on
it goes,
the third leg.
And away he
Colin
goes.
Osborne.
Colin Osborne up and away as he leads 3-0. Josh Richardson left to rue missed doubles in this match. 4 of them so far. Colin Osborne yet to miss a single dart at double.
140. 100. 96. 96. 133.
Good stuff from Richardson there. The 133 to leave a 132. Will he get in on the act? A shake of the head.
130.
As he sees Osborne get himself down to a checkout.
$92. Colin, you require
It's a good setup.
167.
But the way this game has gone, you wouldn't put it past the wizard to conjure up some magic here. But his wand is wayward.
81.
Richardson has the opportunity.
40.
He's had 4 darts at double already. He'll get at least 3 if he needs them here. But he only needs 1.
Josh Richardson.
And he gets himself into this match. Josh Richardson not rolling over, but Colin Osborne now has the darts to seal the deal. He leads 3-1.
Fifth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on. $60. 25. 45. 140. 85.
Josh Richardson's producing a a more than decent display here.
56.
He's averaging a similar position to that of Osborne, around 97.
134.
But we'll have to find a real rally to turn this around.
56.
And it looks as if Colin Osborne has now got his foot firmly on the throat of his
137.
opponent. He will return, looking at trusty tops to seal a 4-1 win. To end his evening
134. Colin, you're recording 40.
on 6 points with 3 wins from 4.
Game,
And
shut down
that
the match.
is exactly
Colin Osborne.
what he does. Good stuff from Colin Osborne there. A decent display sees him defeat Josh Richardson 4-1, an average just shy of 100. And the checking out was very, very good. The 1-2-1 on the ball, really the table turner for Osborne. 4 out of 5 on the doubles and 3 out of 4 wins this evening. Osborne will be on 6 points at the end of the night. Will Chris Gilliland make it a perfect record? We'll find out. He takes on Jamie Kelling next. the penultimate match of the evening, and it's a man with maximum points against a man with no points as Chris Gilliland goes up against Jamie Kelling. Gilliland has won all 3 of his matches so far, and he's sitting pretty at the top of the table, level with Colin Osborne. But he will leapfrog the Wizard if he wins this last match, as expected based on what we've seen so far. Kelling was whitewashed by Lee Evans in a quite astonishing display of finishing from his opponent in that one.
Okay, first leg, it's Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Enormous amount of ton plus finishes we've seen this evening. 5 of them coming from Evans, 3 of them coming in that match in 3 straight legs. And whoppers as well, 142, 125, and it was finished off with a 170.
140.
Before that, Kelling had gone down in a last leg decider against Richardson and beaten 4-2 by Osborne. Gilliland got the better of Lee Evans 4-3, the better of Richardson 4-1, and won a last leg decider against Colin Osborne, but did survive match darts in 2 of those games.
96.
Did suggest
100
on a live cross with Sporty Stuff TV earlier this evening that Gilliland could dominate, and he has done in terms of results. But it hasn't been plain sailing for the Northern Irishman by any stretch of the imagination. Can he claim a comfortable win to end his evening's
41.
work here? 171 setup will certainly help him as he bids to break in the opening leg.
$74.
Well, they'll be back. Kelling a long, long way behind.
$134. Chris required 20. Game shot on the first leg.
Nicely done.
Chris Gilliland.
13 darter to break the throw in leg 1. Gilliland has already wrestled the advantage away from Jamie Kelling and looks on course to make it a perfect night.
Second leg, it's Chris to throw first.
Well, he can use that the way he stacks his darts.
45.
Hasn't managed to exhibit that there. But in contrast to the way that Jamie's darts stand to attention,
41.
Gilliland likes to land them on top of each other, much like Robert Owen.
$59.
Built his whole image on that feature of his game, hasn't he? Stack attack.
78. $60.
Last match of the evening will feature Josh Richardson and Lee Evans.
36.
And even if Kelling doesn't come away with any points tonight, it's not an absolute calamity for him, because remember, the top 3 go through from this group.
85. $84.
Only one of Richardson or Evans will make it to 4 points, but he will have to win at least 2, probably 3 of his matches tomorrow to qualify. If he can win this match, it's very much game on.
$27.
But his game isn't on, is it? That's the problem. really been at the races for much of the night.
40. 85. Chris, you require 112.
And even the slips from Gilliland are not really being punished. Double top.
92. Jamie require 150. 98. Chris, you require 20.
So for 2-0.
No score.
He was working his way towards
Jamie
it,
require 52.
but could not find an entry. And Kelling gets darts at double. Didn't have any against Lee Evans.
12.
It's been a while,
Chris, you require 20.
but he squanders 2 chances. Double 5 to make him pay.
15. Jamie
Kelling can't
require
believe
40.
that Gilliland has missed.
No score.
Well, that's not a bad miss. It was a horrible miss in
Chris,
terms of the
require
margin.
5.
But it leaves him better place than Gilliland. Although you'd rather be throwing than waiting and hoping. And his
James
hopes
on the second leg.
have disappeared as Chris Gilliland
Gilliland
finally gets over the line in leg 2. Betting double 2 to do so. And making it 2-0 in this penultimate match of the night.
Feel like it's Jamie to throw first.
It was a 29 dart holder throw that for Chris Gilliland.
100.
Many of those darts thrown at doubles.
100.
He will be very happy with his evening's work. Certainly if he goes on to take the next
42.
couple of legs.
$85.
Would be as good as through to finals night.
17.
The frustration just starting to boil over for a despondent Kelling.
$85. 81. 140. 81.
And again,
require 91.
really annoyed with himself. Gilliland just needs to keep his head and get the job done. Treble 14. We may go 25 with the last dart.
76.
That's what he was hoping for.
42. Chris, you require
He
15.
just needs to tidy this up.
No
That's
score.
not the way to do that.
Jamie
That's a
require
mess.
138.
From Chris Gilliland. As Kelling got a bit of magic up his sleeve. Another there for double 12.
114.
Great attempt.
Chris, you require 15.
Stay away from the double, Chris. He didn't stay that far away from it, but he does get 2 darts at double 4. And that becomes 1 at double 2. And for the
Game's
second
on the
leg,
third
on
leg.
the spin,
Chris
he
Gilliland.
pins double 2 and opens up a 3-leg lead. Gilliland in charge and on course for a perfect night with 4 wins from 4.
Fourth leg, it's Chris to throw first.
And he has the darts in leg 4. Jamie Kelling on the brink of a second successive whitewash win. And
60.
9 legs lost on the spin.
58. 60. 81. 100. 81. 57. 60. 60.
Kelling has struggled this evening. He has recently returned from having a shoulder injury.
24.
Don't know how much that is impacting
164.
the way he's throwing at the moment. But he certainly hasn't lived up to the levels that we've seen him produce before at the Live League. And what a way to win it this would be.
139.
Gilliland trying to sign off in style.
42. Chris should require 25.
And once again coming back to clean up the bits. It'll be 1 for double 12. And now double 6. And that's
Game
that.
shot on the match.
It is glorious.
Chris Gilliland.
Gilliland in Group B. He tops the table after a perfect night, winning all 4 of his matches and winning all 4 legs in his final match of the evening. He has 8 points, no defeats, and is sitting pretty at the top of the table going into Friday night's action. We've got one more game before we bring the curtain down on tonight's action, and it is a meeting between Lee Evans and Josh Richardson. Stay with us. Welcome back. One more match to go here in Group B. And what has been a lengthy night of action, but a night that has seen Chris Gilliland win all 4 of his games. Jamie Kelling, unfortunately for him, losing all 4 of his. So a chance now for either Lee Evans or Josh Richardson to put themselves in pole position to qualify for finals night. Remember, the top 3 in this group do. It's looking very likely that it will be Gilliland, Osborne and one other, probably one of this pair. So a victory here could be very, very significant. And the pair will play again in the opening match on Friday evening when we return live on Sporty Stuff TV at 10 p.m. Make sure you're with us for that. And if you're up in the morning and want an early dose of Arrows action, join us for the culmination of Group C with the likes of Robert Thornton and Lisa Ashton
Josh to throw first.
In action.
Game on.
That gets underway from 9:30 a.m. and is live and exclusive on the Online Darts YouTube channel.
60.
Evans was absolutely flawless with his finishing in his previous match. That's when he took out checkouts of 142, 125 and 170 back to back to back.
96.
In leading Jamie Kelling 3-0 before going on to wrap up a whitewash win. Another one has been inflicted on Kelling
96.
by Chris Gilliland, as I just mentioned. Richardson went down 4-1 to Colin Osborne in his last match, but he did beat Kelling 4-3 earlier tonight.
96.
Both for this pair getting the better of Kelling. The matches against each other could be absolutely crucial in attempting to qualify for finals night. So a big match to end the evening.
57. 60.
He's on 169 at the moment.
74.
Richardson just making sure that he left to finish. Hit the treble anyway, so he's left a very makeable one. Anything's makeable for Lee Evans. We saw that in the previous match.
58. Josh require
Do not give him a go, Josh. He's going to give him a go. It's dangerous.
78. Lee require 129.
Risky business, leaving Lee on any kind of ton-topping checkout, but he's not going to take it this time.
64. Josh required 40.
So Richardson returns, looking at tops, looking at tens.
20.
But he can't get
Lee
there.
requires 65.
And Evans has an early opportunity to break the throw. Well, he will have to look at 12 here. If you're going to miss, that's a bad place to miss because, well, the bull is going to be difficult to hit as well. You can see him having to dance around the hockey to try and find some kind of route. The further he steps, the further away he
40.
is. But he wasn't too far away
Josh
with the dart.
20. No score.
That last dart flew in a lot faster than the previous two were delivered. I think he just thought all he had to do was hit that dart and it would deflect in. Lee Evans getting some grip on his hands. as he attempts to get a grip on the contest. Double 8.
$17.
Push the wire.
Joshua required 20.
A cagey start to the closing contest.
No score.
Well, that's remarkable. Had missed all those darts at double 10, so he's gone 4 for double 8 and then found the wrong bed.
8.
Don't often see players doing that kind of thing.
Game's on the first leg. Lee Evans.
And Lee Evans straight for his double and straight in his double. And he takes the lead with a breaker throw in the opening leg of tonight's final match.
Second leg, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
If Richardson hits that, you say it's a genius move, but what it does demonstrate is he kind of doesn't want to go
140
for a certain double. He's become scared of it. Feel the fear and do it anyway.
96.
Cost himself at least one dart double by choosing to
93.
split. And then ended up hitting the wrong bed at the other side of the board.
140.
Evans the beneficiary.
$180. $95. Lee required 88.
On the maximum.
Correct. 48. Joshua require 170.
Not going to go.
99. Lee required 40.
Evans has managed 3 180s over the course of the evening. Much better leg this from the pair of them actually. Here's that double 10 again.
20. Joshua requires 71.
Well, surely it's treble 30. He doesn't want to end up on double 10, does he? But he might. Well, it's bullseye.
Game's on the
Well, he
second
couldn't
leg.
hit a double in the first
Josh
leg,
Richardson.
but he finds the bullseye, no problem at all. It is a balmy game sometimes, darts, isn't it? And Josh Richardson levels up, breaking on the bull after breaking down on the outer ring in the previous leg.
$180.
Can't miss now. Leads the way
96.
in the 180 tally for the night. Josh Richardson, he's at 8. 6 of them came in one match earlier on. That was in his
140.
win against Jamie Kelling, one of only 4 players to have hit 6 or more maxims. Josh Payne, who we'll see next week, hit 7 in a game.
85.
That is the live league record currently.
$41. $180.
Well, the 180 from Evans gets him down to the very same finish that is in front of Richardson. And he might finish it. Maybe a little rushed again, the second dart. And again, we'll get some analysis of
80.
someone
You require 100.
more qualified to give it than me, but I just think when he gets the first dart right, he does tend to rush the second dart and loses his rhythm in doing that. As if all he
83.
thinks he has to do is just
60.
throw it as quickly as possible and it will land in the same place. Doesn't work like that. Double top. Oh, a big delay that time. And not only did he miss, but he
28.
missed in a position that left
Lee
him in no
requires
position
57.
to win the leg. And Evans could make it 3 breaks on the spin here. Double top.
Game
And double
on the
tennis
third
finally hits
leg. Lee Evans.
in this match. Lee Evans finding it. Getting rid of the rumours of some kind of force field around that target.
Fourth leg, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
Breaking throw for the second time in the match. Can he this time back it up by holding his own throw?
60. $57. $100. $44. $100. $96.
Oh, great stuff from Lee Evans as he edges closer.
What
could prove to be
180.
A very, very important victory. The winner of this will move on to 4 points. We'll move into third in the table.
180.
The exchange 180s.
61.
Richardson refusing to buckle. Double 8.
45. Joshua Coyle.
The 180's giving him a chance here. His 9th of the night. Treble 18.
88. Lee requires 16.
Evans to hold. It would be the first hold in this match.
Game
And he
on the
does.
fourth leg.
And
Lee
he gets a
Evans.
firm hold on the match. A 3-1 lead for Lee Evans, who's now 1 away from a win in this last match of the night.
Fifth leg, it's Josh
Just to
throw
recap
first.
what has happened tonight. Well, Chris Gilliland has won all 4 of his matches and is sitting pretty on 8 points at the top of the table. A 4-3 win against Lee Evans in his opener. Evans did
85.
miss match starts in that. Gilliland then beat Josh Richardson 4-1. Followed up with a 4-3 victory against Colin Osborne, again surviving match darts, but then whitewashed Jamie Kelling. Kelling at the bottom of the table, losing all of his games, including 4-3 to Josh Richardson, who hit 6 180s in that win, his only win of the evening so far. Colin Osborne in second place, losing only to Chris Gilliland.
40.
This pair beating Jamie Kelling and losing to Gilliland and Osborne. But it looks as if it's going to be Evans who takes the initiative and puts himself
140.
in that all-important third place.
$85. 134.
It's a cool closing out of the contest. Evans down to a 2 darter after 9 against the throw.
41. Lee require 87.
Excellent stuff. Double 9.
78.
Perhaps a case for not going for that to avoid any drama with Josh Richardson not on a finish and fairly far away from one. Well, he will be on one when he comes back, but it's a huge one. And Evans now
Lee require 9.
has to worry about hitting the single. This is when you're likely to miss, isn't it? But he doesn't miss. And he gets 2 darts at double 4. That becomes 1 at double 2.
5.
Clips the wire.
Joshua require 150.
There maybe is a bit of drama here that Evans didn't want. Maybe there's a bit of magic. Double 17.
120.
What a shot that would have been from Josh Richardson.
Lee require 4.
Almost staying alive in spectacular fashion. And that is going to be a difficult dart to get past. And he hasn't got past it. Goes the other way.
No score.
And he's further away. And now Richardson has a decision to make. Does he go for the double 17? Does he
34.
split? It's 2 for double 16. And it's in double 16.
Josh Richardson.
And Josh Richardson has somehow survived and stuck in there. But I think that Lee Evans may look back at that decision to shoot at double 9 when he could have just laid up.
6 leg, it's Lee to throw first. Game on.
Left himself something handier. $180.
Wow. 180.
180 is exchanged again. Evans has racked up 4 in this match. Richardson's hit 3. He's now hit 10 for the night.
96. 140.
Almost 11, and I was going to say, if you've stayed with us until 1:30 a.m, you deserve to see a 9 darter there. Maybe you'll get one in the last leg, because there may be a last leg, a 7th leg. Or will this be the last leg as Evans
60
approaches the hockey for 85? Having already missed 17 darts at double in this match, and he's found the wrong bed there. But he gets a dart for the match, and this time he hits it, and finally he wins it. And Lee Evans wins what could prove to be a very important contest when all is said and done tomorrow. A 4-2 success, both of them struggling on the doubles in the last match of the evening, but Lee Evans takes the win and puts himself in 3rd place in the Group B table, ahead of the man he's just beaten, Josh Richardson, on 2 points, Kelling on 0. Colin Osborne has 6 points in 2nd place and is in a good position to qualify, and Chris Gilliland has enjoyed a perfect night at the Live League here. We'll do it all again tomorrow evening. This group will be concluded 10 p.m. live on Sporty Stuff TV, and we're back with the second half of Group C action 9:30 a.m. on Friday morning, live at the Online Darts YouTube channel. Do join us for some more darts on Friday.